You're looking at Lesson 10, Spreadsheet, Vertical Lookup. In this lesson, you will discover how the spreadsheet will permit you to determine quickly values using a lookup table. This concept is used quite often in airports as well as in hospitals and schools. It is logical and very easy to comprehend. Please watch the video, which you're doing right now, prior to working on the lesson so you are able to complete this lesson easily. Now, you have to go to the web page for this course and download the spreadsheet and slide it to the left so you're able to upload it to your Google Sheet. I strongly recommend that you create a folder called Spreadsheets if you haven't already done so. Once you have the information on the computer, the rest is quite easy to follow. Now, A. Type in the names in the column A, starting with cell A4 with your complete name. You may give yourself whatever points you wish for a grade. Let's look down and see what we're talking about. Okay, here's the spreadsheet, and where it says your name, you place your name there. And of course, we have several other funny names: Pterodactyl, Andrew Doria, Morse Code, Clark Bar, Clark Kent, Celine Dion, Madonna, Perry Como, Michael Jackson, and Taylor Swift. Now, I provided them some points. You can do the same thing. It's up to you. But you give yourself some points and you determine what your grade will be. Now, I'm going to show you how to do this one calculation, how you do a fill down after you've done the calculation, and how you calculate the equation under where it says failure. Excellent, very good. Now, this is a table. The table over here, you'll notice, starts in I3, cell I3, and goes down to J7. And there's two parts to it. And we'll show you how to do that. Okay? Now, up here again, you'll notice that it says we'll place the equation in cell G3 to add your points, and you only need to do a fill down. And the equation in G3 is really quite simple. It's equal sign sum. You're going to left parenthesis B3 colon to F3. Okay? Now the table we said was I3 and J3. And here is the the vertical lookup equation. Look carefully at what we have here. First of all equations must start with an equal sign. Vertical lookup. Is there a horizontal lookup? Yes, there is, but we're going to do vertical today. G4, you'll notice, is right here. Here's letter G, and here's cell G4, which you have 0 points at the present time. Okay, comma. Now the $ stands for absolute. Absolute means the letter following it or the number will never change when you do a fill down. The G4 will change from cell to cell, but absolute I, absolute 3, colon, absolute J, absolute 7 will not change, comma 2. Okay? Now the 2 means there are two parts of the table. You'll notice down here we have 0, and we have failure, poor, average, very good, and excellent. So you have the points and what the grades are. Show your lesson when you're done, as at this point in time, I cannot print out a hard copy, nor can you. I could if you email it to me. If you really want a hard copy, email it to me and I'll print it out. Okay? Please look over the equations carefully. The vertical lookup is very easy to make a mistake on. This is a powerful tool. Misspelling there. This is a powerful tool, and it will for sure present you to a larger data technology footprint. Okay? Again, here it is. You simply type in the names, enter in the points, and you do a fill down. I already did this for you on your spreadsheet. Type in here the vertical lookup. That's where this goes. And you do a fill down once you have that in, and it will actually look at the points and compare. Okay? And you can see it's really quite easy. Now, if a person gets a 90, obviously it's excellent, right? 80 is very good, 78 is average, right? And 61 is poor. Okay, Now, hopefully that all makes sense. But first, let's go to the spreadsheet and see exactly how this works. Okay, let's see exactly how this works in your spreadsheet. You'll notice that over here you're going to type in your name, and you type in the other names here located in column A. Then over here you'll notice we have the total points possible, 10, 20, 30, 40, or 15, 35. Now over here's the equation to add all the way across sum, and you'll see it has equal sign sum, left parenthesis, B3 colon F3, right parenthesis. Okay, that goes right here. Now I'm going to place my cursor right here. Well, let me give you some points first. Let me pause the computer and type in your points. Okay, I typed in your points. I didn't give you the last one yet because I want to show you this. Okay, it's a pour. I'm going to place my cursor right here and do a fill down, and it's going to add all those up. Now here's a 90, so that's excellent. Here's an 80, very good. 78 is average. It's not an 80, it's right below. And you see how that works? Now yours, you have a 65, which is a poor. However, if I give you, let's say I give you another 15, right? Let's see what happens. Well, you have an 80, very good. And if you type in 35, you have an excellent score. And I'm sure if you're going to do this yourself, you are going to type in a 35, right? Yes. Okay. Now, you'll notice here in the green, I just colored it green so you knew exactly where the table is located. It's located absolute I3, absolute J7, and there's two columns, or two parts to it, okay? One part is going to be the number, and the other part is going to be exactly what it's referenced to. So, let's say, see the word excellent? Let's say I make a mistake here, and I put in an extra L. Watch what happens. See? It puts an extra L in for us too. So you have to make sure everything is typed in correctly when you do this. Now, let's see exactly how this works. Okay, here's 100 points. I'm going to click right here. And you'll notice here's the equation. All equations start with an equal sign. Vertical lookup, left parenthesis, G4. Now this is G4, right? Here's column G and it's row 4. In G4, comma, absolute I, absolute 3, colon, absolute J, absolute 7, comma, 2, right parenthesis. Okay? And if we did a fill down, that would be true all the way down. Let me click on this guy here. Let's click on Madonna. Okay? If I click on Madonna, she's located in G11. Let's look at the equation. Now it says equal sign vertical lookup G11. There's no absolute, so when you do a fill down, this changes. However, comma, absolute I, absolute 3, colon, absolute J, absolute 7, comma 2. So the I and the I3 and the J7 do not change when you do a fill down, which is important because this is the beginning, I3 is the beginning of the table, and J7 is the end of the table, and there's two columns. Okay? So all you need to do here is type in those names, take your time, and I already gave you some points here, and I gave you the sum, and simply do a fill down, and I know for sure you're going to give yourself 35 points, so you have an excellent score. Okay? And you can see this is really relatively easy to do, and it's quick. Once you have it done, if you put another lesson here, not a lesson, but if you're going to use this someplace else, like in an airport or a hospital, when they fill in patients or they have seating, it does it rather quickly. Okay, I think that's about it, and everything is all inclusive for you here. So we'd like to thank you for watching our video.
That's all, folks.